Well, good morning to you. And I guess my question for you is, how's it going? How are you finding life at the moment? Now, I am a very keen observer of astrology. What I can tell you is that this is an extraordinarily challenging time to be alive, and I don't think you need me to tell you that. I have a feeling that most of the people watching this film will immediately know what I'm talking about, and they'll be going through all sorts of challenges. And I'm aware that for a while I've not actually been sharing much about myself, what's been going on, so this is my opportunity to do so. So I'm just taking a stroll towards town, and what's going on for me are three things which are impacting me all at the same time. And shamans can be looked at in different ways, and some shamans are more obviously stalkers and some are more obviously dreamers. And what's been going on with me in my shamanic practice is that the dreamer has become stronger and stronger component of the way I operate. So I had a dream this morning which went on for a very long time, and the main focus and feature of this dream was that I was in prison. And various things happened, but that was the point. That was the takeaway. I was in prison, and that actually relates very closely to some of the experience I've been having here. So the three things that are going on, I've got things going on in terms of my present life situation, my personal circumstances. All sorts of things are going on there which are very challenging. As well as that, and those of you who have followed me for a long time will know that I've also have experiences from my childhood which still have an impact on me, and it's very distressing to own up to that and be radically honest. I'd love to say all the shamanic practice I've done has completely resolved all that and I don't have any issues in that way at all. Absolutely not the case. Still very much going on for me, to such an extent that just a few days ago I had my first proper conversation with someone who's going to take me through a 20-session series of processes to help me deal with PTSD and historical abuse. So that's something that's going on. So that's the past, and I want to make reference to astrology here because at the moment I won't bore you with the details of which particular planets are doing exactly what and where, but the point I want to make is that this is a time for very deep work, for deep karmic stuff coming up, like it or not. In fact, probably we won't like it, and it'll still come up just as heavily and as strongly as if we are ready and open for it. So that's a really big feature of what's going on at the moment. Any stuff in the past that hasn't been resolved fully, it's coming out to be looked at again. You think you've dealt with and processed that maybe God knows how many times over the last 20 years, but it's kind of come up again. It is coming up again. So that's very much what's going on for me there. And I've got this exciting possibility, after having waited for well over a year for some help with my PTSD, it's actually going to be happening for me. So that's really exciting. Very pleased about that, but also incredibly challenging as well. And I've been having a fair amount of severe triggering going on to do with past events affecting my daily life, so that's going on. And then there's a third one, which is perhaps the most important one of all, which is the world situation. Now we've all got this going on. It doesn't matter where in the world you live, it's impacting on you in some way or another. And I do a lot of listening to other people, a lot of researching and keeping my eyes and ears open to what's going on, and I do get the feeling that there are some places which are definitely far more severe than others, and at the moment I would say Australia might be top of the pops in terms of extreme severe repression that the people in the country are experiencing, and real challenges to even to be able to live their lives in terms of possibly, well no, let's get this right, definitely in some parts of Australia you're not allowed to travel more than 5 kilometres for any purpose whatsoever. Food, exercise, recreation, whatever, that's it. You're on a 5 kilometre limitation. Yeah, mind boggling. I don't have that experience here, I'm glad to say, but I do have my trusty little cloth mask wrapped around my right arm, because it's necessary in this part of the world. As someone who doesn't speak Spanish and can't actually explain my situation vis-a-vis the mask and the PTSD, so just carry my mask with me, and when absolutely necessary, put the damn thing on and feel what it feels like. So we've all got this going on as well, how we are responding individually and in families and in as friendship groups to the world situation. That's a massive one that we're all dealing with, and we're all aware that there is absolutely a crackdown on people's individual freedoms to be able to go where you want to go, buy what you want to buy, do what you want to do. So all that's going on. So that is really my picture, is these three things are impacting me, I say, pretty equally. The one that I'm not able to talk about in this film is to do with what's impacting me in my personal life in the present day, in the here and now. I can't actually talk about that, because if I do, then that film is going to be subjected to some form of censorship and it won't ever get released. So I'm having to be incredibly careful. And in fact, I suppose this is one of the things, I'm sure this affects all YouTubers, one of the things that really pisses me off at the moment about attempting to make any film is the need for all this self-censorship. Really had enough of it. But that is the reality, so I've spoken about what I feel I can speak about in this film. So those are the three areas that I'm going to be addressing to whatever extent that I can do. So thank you very much for watching, and I want to say this, my heart goes out to you in terms of whatever issues you may be experiencing, and they may be very severe indeed. I do understand that. So I wish you strength, I wish you good fortune, I wish you good grounding. That's a really essential thing. So I've been doing my Qigong this morning, bare feet on the tiles, getting that really good connection with the ground. Very important to do that before I attempt to make this film. So that's my lot for now, and I'm going to make a series of other films immediately after this addressing particular issues. So thank you. And just to say, because I usually forget, but I actually remember this time, if you like this film, please like. You're welcome to subscribe, you're welcome to touch notifications, and you're welcome to contribute to my PayPal account through my PayPal email, which will be in the description. I actually remember this time. Thank you. All the love.